Serious, and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who's anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do His will. I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo.
American honor don't like no soldiers. For the spirit of the Lord, we don't like no soldiers. You understand me?
Like a saint, black, Hispanic, native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cod. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, rank and order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game. Put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose.
Aquí somos la Escuela Israelita del Conocimiento Práctico Universal. Hoy estamos aquí. Lord Commandant General Yohanan Isupk.
This is what Commander General Yohanan is.
First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
That's right.
Isupk Detroit presents under Commanding General Yohanan. Isupk Detroit Community Service. If you're on probation or have a felony, you can fulfill your community service hours here at 12355 Gratiot Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. We offer expungement services for most felonies. We also do food drive, counseling, and health fairs. For more information, call 810-392-3261. Again, call 810-392-3261.
Ironic.
You know the truth is the truth, that's all I know. Cry loud and spare not, you gon' get exposed. A few real niggas left, you not one of those. Real soldiers, we was born to stand 10 toes. If he ain't one West, that nigga not one of mine. He got a purple 12, me, I got a black 9. The truth is the wife of my youth, chopping my concubine. Had to die to get my real, that bitch forever mine. You know the game, a bishop gotta be blameless. But GMS teaching niggas to be rapists. They screaming we snitch. When Joe Morgan was killed by your brother, y'all ain't say shit. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs.
Hey, 100 deep, 100 shields on, that's 100 priests. 100 boots, that's 200 feet. Tongue like a sword when I fucking speak. Teach you how to fish instead of fucking leech. Stop selling drugs instead of trying to fuck with me. Knowledgeable, but I'm rude in my fucking speech. Life is about warfare, not no fucking peace. Hey bitch, I cry loud when I fucking speak. Make them wait a year before they fuck with me. Turn a street nigga to a fucking priest. Cross a priest and I promise you forever sleep.
Yo, this beat actually really hard.
UBK shit, South Coast shit, man. Shout out Dog Tennessee up the business. Hey, get the money, hey. That's what the fuck going on out there, motherfucker, man. Hey. Hey, get the money, nigga. Taste the paper, bitch. Keep all of your morals, never slay for shit. Ice up on my wrist. Yeah, I'm hood rich. I don't give a fuck about to get pop quick. Yeah, I'm on that shit. Yeah, I'm in the town. Niggas talking about that G, but now they come around. Can't even come around. Yeah, I'm up, nigga. Man, fuck all of these hoes, get the bucks, bitch. I'm a young rich nigga, I ain't tryna flex. You can tell I'm cold by the ice around my neck. Straight up BBS, I charge you, boy, you wanna test. I don't get no shot up by a nigga or a bitch. Boy, I love the life I live, cause a nigga keep it real. Nigga freshly hell, take that drip, but get your spill. I ain't little flip, getting pimped up by the hills. I'm a straight G though, getting paper like a miso. That's that South Coast stain if you tryna hang. You be catered by the bang, boy, we rep the same. Nigga tryna talk, but we rep that murder game. Get your ass pop, ain't nothing to a G. All up, bitches wanna fuck, but hell no, I don't pay no fee. Bitches lead 2G, got that ice, I make you sneeze. All these niggas lame as hell, can't even come around me. Bitches South Coast, South Carolina, bitch, I'm styling, yeah.
Really no demons get control of me. No money get the best of me. No bitches getting up over me. Don't want much nigga, I'm sucker free. That's the way it gotta be. These niggas chain, these bitches chain, y'all chain to soak me. For real, this brotherhood a weapon. And bitch, we carry weapons. Like a rob on nigga ass won't even need a weapon. And y'all be reputation, and y'all be very respect. And if you got a problem, then y'all better address it. You cross that line, we ain't show no mercy. Cross that line, you ain't gon' need surgery. You pull up and they get nervous. You ain't making no moves, you ain't got no purse. On UBK, so I ain't never worried. I'm putting them right, both of my hands dirty. For real, I learned from the OGs. I'm a young nigga, but I'm a certified priest. And I'm from Tennessee. In this minute-torn that I gotta keep my heat. You should play it safe, and we gon' play for keeps. For real.
No, you ain't gotta hit that. We already streaming. You know what I mean? Shalom, Israel. This is the Isupk. We started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. I'm priest and officer 5000 as a rock in the Israelite School, University of Practical Knowledge today. You know what I'm saying? We got priest and officer 500 in the building. Officer Barakia in the building, man. Most High in Christ. You're going to be assisting me today in the history class. Okay. Before we get started, let's go ahead and do a sound check. You hear me in the chat? You know what I mean? You can put like a 1 in the chat. Need to be. Matter of fact, let me all right, Most High in Christ. Shalom Yahweh Shemiel Shepherd thought all the brothers out there. Shalom Yahweh Shemar Lataba Shemiel. Shout out all the sisters out there. Before we get started, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, man. Make sure we doing that. Make sure you push this truth out to the four corners of the earth, because these classes and these teachers need to be taught and brought out in front of the whole earth, man. You understand? When we say open up the internet and the airways and the access channels, this is what we talking about, man. Everybody need to be paying attention to what's going on in the earth. You understand? Because these prophecies is unfolding in front of our eyes, and soon Christ is going to return. That is a fact. Christ is on his way back soon. You understand? We are in the last times. We're in the last days. Okay? So what you want to do as a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you want to pass these words on. You want to like, share, and subscribe, man. You understand? Give you a little minute to do that. And we're going to go ahead and get into our topic. If you got any questions, put them in the chat. I'm going to do my best to answer your questions. You know what I mean? If not, we're going to go ahead and get all the way into this topic. Okay? So I'm going to give you a minute to do that. I'm also going to like, share, and subscribe on my page as well. All right. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get it on. All right, what we got? We got Black History Month, right? Supposed to be Black History Month. But what holiday is it today? Can anybody answer and tell me what holiday is getting celebrated today? Go ahead.
Valentine's Day.
No, not Valentine's Day. See if that mic is working though. You got it on? You could tap it and see if it's on.
Yo.
Let me see. Let me Salaki, before we even get started, I want to make sure that we could just be heard. Make sure this sound is real good. Let me see. Go ahead and say something that mic got bogus, y'all, so I could just see. Go ahead and say something that mic got. So I could
Yo, 1, 2.
All right, Most High in Christ. They can hear you real good. I just heard you perfectly and fine within the feed. Okay, so the main question was this, right? And you can keep checking that chat just to see if anybody answered this question. What day is celebrated today?
Today?
Yeah, today. February 19th, right?
President's Day.
President's Day. You see what I'm saying? Look at the acknowledgement and look at what the oppressor is doing when he does that. Okay? This is why you should never ever listen to the oppressor. You know what I mean? When you listen to the oppressor, man, you end up following his agenda. And guess what? His agendas is nothing, nowhere near his agenda is going to do anything for you. As a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, as a strong black man, Hispanic, and Native Indian in this world, you can't listen to your oppressor. You listening to him is not going to benefit you. The only thing is going to benefit is the crumbs that you get, man. You're not going to really be successful. You understand? You're not going to be able to have your masculinity if you listen to this oppressor, man. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot do that. All right, go ahead and pull Proverbs 3:31. We're going to start with that scripture. And we're going to get into this topic real deep and heavy, man. Because y'all don't understand, the oppressor, the white man, he has a spell on you that you can't even see right now in today's time. And that's why our job is so heavy and so hard. And we got to come out here and actually teach you to get the brainwashing off of you. Today is President's Day. You understand? And simultaneously, in President's Day, guess what? You still got to worship your oppressor today, which is President's Day. All those President's Day, listen, none of them were black. If you want to go on the skin color, Barack Obama. But Barack Obama wasn't even one of us, man. Barack Obama was a Hamite. You understand? He was an African. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't one of us. He wasn't a Negro. He wasn't a nigga. He was an African, man. And Africans and Negroes are two separate people. That is a fact. You understand? Because guess what? It's 55 different countries over there in Africa, man. And guess what? Those Africans know exactly where they come from. I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm from Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? I'm from this, I'm from that. I'm from, you know what I mean? They're not going to tell you that they African. They're going to really tell you what part they from. They tribes. That's how you know you and them are two different people, man. Black people, y'all get confused with that because y'all don't even understand that it's just many different tribes over there. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you can't just be like, oh, I'm African. Right. An African not even going to be like, oh, I'm African. African going to tell you where he's from. He going to be like, I'm from Uganda. You get what I'm saying? He not going to sugarcoat anything. That just shows that, you know what I mean, how much you have to learn and understand about yourself. You an Israelite, man. Go ahead and pull that scripture, brother.
Proverbs 3:31. Envy, though, not the oppressor.
What the scripture say?
Envy, though, not the oppressor.
That's what the scripture say, man. Envy not thou the oppressor. When you not trying to be like him and you wishing to be like him, you understand? The Lord gonna make your life a lot more better. You gonna be able to see with eyes that ain't never been opened before. You understand? That's why you cannot envy your oppressor. Your oppressor told you this is the month for y'all to have and celebrate black people. And y'all follow that? Since when does the oppressor tell you when it's okay to celebrate black people? Do he give a Chinese man a holiday? this national Chinese month? Did he do that for them? No, they don't need that. You understand? As far as I'm concerned, Chinese people got China. They have a government of their own. They have a whole world of their own, man. They don't listen to the oppressor. If anything, China about to go to war with America. You get what I'm saying? They on that type of time. They on that type of level. Okay? Scriptures say don't envy thy oppressor. When you envy your oppressor, you go and celebrate what the oppressor tell you to celebrate. That means you literally up under the chains in the hands of the oppressor. You literally saying, okay, I'm locked in these chains. I got to listen to Master. Master going to tell me when to celebrate black people. Master going to tell me when it's okay for me to love my woman. Master going to tell me when it's okay for me to go and celebrate 4th of July. If Master say it's 4th of July, I'm going to get my barbecue out and I'm going to barbecue, man, and I'm going to celebrate. Like, you just brainwashed, bro. That's just the real facts of it all. Scripture say don't do that. Reason why you should not do that is because those exact examples that I'm bringing out to you. The oppressor telling you about Black History Month. Who do they put in the forefront of Black History Month? Who do they put forth? Who do they put on the faces of that? You understand? Who they putting forth in that? They putting Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, all these so-called black religious leaders. They putting them in the forefront. These are people that was fighting to get to join the white man. These was people fighting to join the oppressor. That is not you being safe, man. They are not heroes. These people are not heroic. That's what you're confused on. That's what a lot of black people suffer and be confused at. You're confused at the point of this right here. You think that you're supposed to try to find equality and look up to Martin Luther King because we joined together with the oppressor. And no, you're not supposed to do that. And you're not even supposed to go on the level of thinking like that, as if that was okay. He joined you to people who hated you, hated your guts, hated your children, hated everything that you stood for. That's why they bombed your cities. They bombed black communities on purpose. They did this because of the hatred that they had for you. You have to be absolutely insane to want to join your people to a race of people that's bombing your cities. You got to be absolutely out of your mind, man. You understand? You got some more on that scripture? Keep reading.
Okay. And choose none of his ways.
And do what?
And choose none of his ways.
That's what the Lord said, man. Don't choose none of his ways. We choosing, man, to live like our oppressor. We choose that. And then we wonder why our life is so hard. Why is life so hard for us? Life is so hard for us because we too busy trying to live like the oppressor. We too caught up in birthdays, holidays, all of their traditions, trying to fit in with them. You know what I'm saying? Everything was better when it was segregated. That's when everything was better. You understand? Like now, black people, all you got now is Martin Luther King. That's what you feel. You feel that like that right there is real history. That is something to look up to. It's not, man. At least look up to a hero. At least if you're going to look up, if you want to really celebrate Black History Month, go look up Nat Turner. Because Nat Turner, at least he did something to fight back with the oppression that he had to face in slavery. He rebelled against the oppressor. He put a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? He unalived a lot of those oppressors. And he put his life on the line for that. If anything, that right there is more honorable than what Martin Luther King did. Martin Luther King said to join your oppressor, and then he snatched back and said, I made a mistake. That's what Martin Luther King did. You can't say that's Black history, man. You got to know where it's coming. This is coming from a demonic source, man. Satan got you celebrating a man that was so docile for you, did not save your life. He even told you. Martin Luther King said what? I fear that I led my people into a burning house. That is one of his quotes, man. You understand? Before he died, he knew he made a decision that was just treacherous for black people. And this is the result of it. 2024, you looking at ghettos right now. It's getting gentrified and taken over by the oppressor. They buying up all the land. They buying up all these houses, man, and trying to force you out. They trying to force and seclude black people to absolutely nothing, man. They trying to, you already piss poor. They really trying to come at you now. All right. I definitely wanted to just start off that resort right there. Check the chat real quick. See if we got any questions or anything like that.
No questions. One brother named is Mr. 220.
Mm-hmm.
It was to your was asking a question about what day was it? He said Washington's birthday.
And that brother was on point. He absolutely was correct. That Washington's birthday is the origin of President's Day. Because it's George Washington's birthday, they made it a whole holiday in February into President's Day. That's why you have President's Day. And somehow President's Day, you still worshiping your oppressor. You want to know why you got that day off work? You want to know why you got that day off today at work? Because of President's Day. Another holiday where you are giving homage and paying homage to your oppressor in some type of way. This how you know that this man is over you. This how you know he is dominantly and ruling over you. Because somehow in black history, you're still celebrating your oppressor. Some way, form, shape, or fashion, the oppressor is going to benefit off of it. What is the proof of that? Look at Valentine's Day. Look at all the teddy bears that was bought. Look at all the candy that was bought. I promise you, if I was to have Brock Yada look up the statistics on today's Valentine's Day and look up those numbers, it's going to be ridiculous. Right. It's going to be ridiculous. Look up the numbers, man, of how much money was spent on Valentine's Day in 2024. I guarantee you it's going to be a ridiculous amount of money, man. And guess who that money going to benefit? Is it going to benefit black people? No. And this money was spent in vain. We're going to show that too. I ain't going to stay too long topic on Valentine's Day because it passed. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go ahead and touch on it. I'm going to touch on it briefly. Because guess what? They simultaneously did this in the month of February. They do it every February. Every single Black History Month. Somehow got to pay some type of homage to your oppressor. You got it, brother?
Come on. Americans will spend more this Valentine's Day than in 2022. Consumers are expected to spend $25.9 billion this year.
25.9 what?
$25.9 billion this year, up from $23.9 billion in 2022.
$25.9 billion, man, spent this year, 2024. A lot of you niggas done simped and went and bought teddy bears and flowers and all of that. You understand, for your woman, and she's gonna go be a whore. You understand? Like you did that. A lot of brothers, man, and bought that woman at their job some flowers and candy, and guess what? That was another brother's woman. Right. Now he about to be sleeping with your woman. All the problems and chaos that happen now. But just to go and show you, $25.8 billion was spent this year in Valentine's Day. Who is that money going to? Who benefit off that? Is it you, black man? No. You understand? And it's for a couple reasons, man. First off, you're not supposed to celebrate Valentine's Day. You should not celebrate other gods. Okay? That's one thing, one important thing you got to know and understand. As a black man, you got to go look up what you're doing. Valentine's Day it was nothing that was made yesterday. This is a tradition that was over thousands of years, man. This tradition is called Lupercalia. That's where Valentine's Day come from. Lupercalia. All right? Like I said, I ain't gonna hang on and harp on it too long. But I just wanted to pull up the statistics and show you $25.8 billion was spent this year. And it's going to your oppressor. You know what I mean? And this supposed to be the month of Black History Month. This is done in Black History Month. Who's really benefiting? Who really getting played for real? Like, as a black man, you need to know your history so you won't get played in life. You understand? You need your real, full, authentic history. You don't need nothing that's watered down, man. You don't need nothing that's watered down at all. You definitely can't trust the oppressor that he gonna give you your true history. You definitely don't want to trust him. He told you was African American. He told you was a Negro. He called you, you know what I'm saying, a nigger. There's no way where you can trust an oppressor that absolutely hate your guts. You gotta go to the source, man. You gotta go to the Bible. And the correct way to do it is come up in the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge under Command and Journey Yohana, man. You understand? Barack, y'all, you can tune in at any given time, too. You want to chime in, just let me know. You know what I mean? You got the flow. Go ahead, brother.
Just a quick comment on what you're saying, which is heavy, this piggyback on what you're saying. The thing is, when brothers and some of our sisters, they be like, you don't make me feel special. How can I make you feel special when you know I'm giving you a present on a day instead of being spontaneous and giving you a present? Like, you looking forward on a specific day, which you said earlier, for a present.
Exactly. That's a heavy point, too. That's a real heavy point. And the reason why that's a heavy point, too, to get on that is because of this. The simple fact of this, you're brainwashed. At the end of the day, when you operating like that and you expecting something on that day because this is what's said to be, you brainwashed. You falling into the game plan. You get what I'm saying? You falling into the trap of your oppressor. You know what I mean? That's why the Lord say, man, don't envy him. Don't choose none of his ways. You don't want to be nothing like him. You want to know why the Isupk is not like? It's because we don't follow the traditions of this world. You know what I'm saying? We not like everybody. You can't say that we this and we that and we like everybody or we similar. No, we have no similarities. Nothing to do with this world, man. You understand? We ain't got nothing to do with this world at all. You know what I mean? This world. Go ahead, brother.
No, I said that's right. Sir.
Yeah, man. Like this world right here, everybody is celebrating and indulging into the things and the topics of this world. We don't give a damn. We tell you the truth of what's going on. We are focused on building our chapter. We focus on building Christ's kingdom, man. Building, that's what we focus on. We have a mission, waking up our people, go getting our brother out of these streets, man. Go waking up our sisters, man, so it can close down these strip clubs. That's what we doing. We got a serious job. And if you ain't thinking like that, you can't put us in a bubble with nobody. You know what I'm saying? We on a wave of the Most High Christ. That's the wave we on. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You understand? That's what we on. 100%. Give me and while I'm bringing this up, man, get John 15 and 19. Because this will further explain of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is absolutely 100% biblical. Okay? I'm telling you something, man, that Christ said to do.
John 15 and 19. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world.
Matter of fact, go to 18, Bubba Shah.
Okay. John 15 and 18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
That's how you know if you're doing what you're supposed to do, man. The ISUPK, man, is not a group that's loved by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Christian churches hate us. You know what I mean? They hate our presence. We go out there and we get to speaking the truth, man. You're going to see people rebel against the words of the living God in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? When we are speaking on this topic right here, which is Black History Month, and we rebel against what's getting taught in Black History Month, you're going to be hated for that. You're going to be hated of these things, man. Why are you going to be hated for these things? Because Christ was hated for these things. This is something that Christ did. This is how you want to know how Christ was a revolutionary. This scripture right here proves that Christ was a revolutionary because he was hated of people. If he was hated of people, how could he even love everybody? Like, make that make sense for me. Christ was loving everybody. If that was true, he wouldn't have no hatred coming to him. And then he said that the world hated him. So now you just can't make no little false conclusion and saying it's just a certain people. Christ said the world hated him first. The world hates you, know that it hated Christ first. That's how you know you're doing what you're supposed to do. And Christ stood on business. He stood on business, man. You understand? He was a revolutionary black man. That's what Black history is supposed to be about. Black history should be about the prophets in the Bible. Black history should be about, you understand, when black people ruled Europe for over 1,000 years, man. That's what Black history should be about. Rulership. And us conquering and overtaking, man. But according to your oppressor, he gonna say you never conquered nothing. You never overtook nothing and all of that. And that is not true, man. That's not true. The oppressor never tell you who you are. Oppressor not gonna tell you that you the real Jew. And it's for a specific reason why he not gonna tell you that you a real Jew. Because for you to know that you a real Jew, you gonna know, now you gotta understand your real history. You understand? That's something that you're gonna have to stick out with. Understanding that you're a real Jew, you know. Like in these scriptures, man, in the battles and the wars, this was us. When you hear about King David, it's just gonna change your whole outlook on everything. Hearing that truth, man. Go ahead.
Oh, God. 19. If ye were of the world will love his own.
If ye were of the world will accept you gladly with open arms. Satan will accept you, man. When it's talking about being of the world, it's talking about being in the world of Satan. Satan kingdom. You understand? That's what America is. This is Satan's kingdom. This is playground. And if you ain't looking and thinking like that, man, you ain't got the right brain. You ain't thinking how you supposed to be thinking, man. This is Satan's stomping ground. You understand? And guess what? The Lord gave him that power to do so. Okay, Satan, his job, man, is to make you not get in the kingdom. Give you the bad reputation. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he tempts you with things that you love that you know is against the Lord. That's what Satan's job to do. You know what I mean? All right. And it says, if you were of the world and love his own, man, you would go out there. If you was of the world, you'll be buying Valentine's Day gifts. Just like everybody else. You'll be giving your money to the oppressor, gladly doing it. Go ahead, brother.
Back on what you're saying, you would be loved by your mother, your father.
Damn right.
Christmas, holidays, Thanksgiving, you'll be loved by your friends, you know, etc. That was all, sir.
Man, that's a heavy thing you saying, brother, because you absolutely on point. All of them gonna love you. They not gonna reject you. They gonna welcome you with open arms, man. You know, Thanksgiving, your mama is expected to see you and help her in that kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like all of those things, the world would accept you and love you if you was a part of it. You see what I'm saying? They will love you so much
You know what I mean? Like, if you really, really was a part of the world, they have so much love for you, man. Because you participate, you into the things that they do. You into smoking weed just like your cousins and them. Y'all all got that in common. Of course y'all got common ground. Of course y'all gonna come together. You get what I'm saying? When you working and you doing and you following the objective of Satan, of course the world gonna love you. Go ahead.
Come. If ye were of the world would love his own.
Read.
But because ye are not of the world.
Because what?
But because ye are not of the world.
Now this where the big game changer at. Because you not like them and you don't celebrate these things and you don't give in to all of the things that's getting pressed and pushed down on us. Right. Read.
Because ye are not of the world, but I have Salakia. The world.
Go ahead.
But because ye are not of the world,
read.
But I have chosen you.
I did what?
But I have chosen you.
Who chose you, man? Who chose you to be opposite of the world? Who chose you out of that, man? Who did that? The Most High. Right. Most High handpicked you. This is how you know you was supposed to be here. This is not ever no coincidence. You ever turn on this screen, you ever go to Facebook, YouTube, and look at these classes? It wasn't a coincidence if you clicked on and you looked and you saw how to see me teaching you, man. Right. This is not by coincidence. The Lord say he chosen you. The Lord do the choosing. You know what that mean? The Lord ain't gonna choose just any and everybody. The Lord gonna choose you specifically for a reason. And guess what? If the Lord choose you, you better do it. You better do it, man. You understand? You don't have no choice. You don't have nothing else to live for. Because guess what? If he didn't choose you, you'd be right out there in the world. Being loved, out there going to strip clubs with the hoes. You know what I'm saying? You being out there, you working, you getting all the money you want. Right. You know what I'm saying? Messing with all the women you want, being just, you feel me, a glutton. But the Lord chose you to be different. The Lord chose you to be separate, live holy. You understand? He chose you to have a better standard. And you got to do it. You do it or you don't do it. You understand? The Lord going to punish you if you don't. Right. Lord is going to take you. Lord will straight up take you out of this world if you don't listen. You understand? Go ahead.
But I have chosen you out of the world. Mm-hmm. Therefore, the world hateth you.
Therefore, the world hates you. You understand? Isupk, the most hated group out there. That's right. Isupk is hated by other Israelite fake camps out there, man. Hate us, hating on us. You know what I'm saying? Putting false things on us. We're the most hated because we follow Christ, and Christ said it was going to happen. You understand? That's why you need to be war ready. Why do you need to be war ready? It's because you're going to have people that's going to hate you. You gotta have the strength to battle your mama, your daddy, your family when they try to come up against you for standing up for righteousness. Right. You standing up for righteousness because the Lord put it in you. He chose you. You understand? To fight what? The wicked. Fight the wicked things on this earth. Physically, no. This is a spiritual warfare, man. You know what I'm saying? Black History Month put on us that's spiritual warfare. Why is that spiritual warfare? Because you don't understand how bad you getting played with that. They ain't even give you a full month. Think about that. And they give you the time. You listening to who's behind Black History Month? Right. That's what you need to ask yourself. Who's behind Black History Month? You understand? Because since when do we got to listen to the oppressor? You know what I'm saying? A place where we was brought to be slaves. Since when we got to listen to him to celebrate us or be about us? You understand? Like, that's odd. That's very odd. You listening and following. You such a big follower, man. You understand? And us as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we wise to do evil. Very wise to do evil, man. That's why they can't hear us when we talking to them. They can't even understand and comprehend when we tell them the truth. All they do is just get cut. They get cut to death in pieces and shredded by us because guess what? They ain't trying to change. They don't want to change. Right. So they'd rather try to battle your truth. They'll try to battle the truth instead of changing their life for the Lord. You understand? And that's why it's important to stay studying. Stay in the scriptures because why? Because one day somebody going to see you battling and you winning and the Lord is with you and that's going to change them and that's going to bring them in the truth. Because you was telling the truth and you defeated your enemies in front of everybody. That's the goal right there. You understand? That's the goal right there. All right. What's another thing on Black History Month, man? Got a whole month of this. And this is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? It's a big joke. It's a big joke because, again, as a black man, you should feel like it's a slap. It should be a slap in the face to you. Why are we having, since when do we listen to the oppressor to give us a month? Do your life change? Do you stop paying bills that month? Do they give you a check? They give you anything that benefits you? So why in the hell would you even try to indulge in this? Like it's no benefit to this. You know who, again, who benefits from it is your oppressor. And that's a fact. That's who really benefit off of it. And he benefits off of it by psychologically saying, hey, it's time for you to show your woman some love. You should buy her some candy. You should buy teddy bears and all of that. You know what I mean? That's how he benefit. That's exactly how he benefit. And he get $25.8 billion. That's how you know, man. You suffering, man. You suffering. We got any more comments or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Check and see. All right, so I'm going to go into the origins of Black History Month. I'm going to send this to you real quick, Brock, y'all. Got this article right here. And we simply going to go into, where it comes from. As opposed to why we celebrate Black History Month. We're going to go into the origins of it. Got to start from the beginning. Con, you can start right there.
The story of Black History Month begins in Chicago during the summer of 1915. In alumnus of University of Chicago with many friends in the city. Carter G. Woodson traveled from Washington, D.C. to participate in the national celebration of the 50th anniversary of
Emancipation.
So
just remember this name right here, Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson was a black man. What he tried to do was get us a national holiday. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
sponsored by the state of Illinois. Thousands of African Americans traveled from across the country to see the exhibits, highlighting the progress their people had made since the destruction of slavery.
So now thousands of black people began to look into the history and the things that their people, their race of people invented, right? Go ahead.
Awarded a doctorate in Harvard 3 years earlier, Woodson joined the other exhibitors with a Black History display.
Mm-hmm.
Despite being held at the
Coliseum,
the sites of the 1912 Republican Convention, an overflow crowd of 6 to 12,000 waited outside for their return to view the exhibits.
So again, they was out there waiting to view these exhibits, man. They really wanted to see again, the history of the things that we created. I'm gonna say this, okay? Black people are responsible damn near for every single invention, every single major invention in America today. Black people, vast majority of them are responsible for a majority of the inventions that were made in America. Go ahead.
Inspired by the 3-week celebration, Woodson decided to form an organization to promote the scientific study of Black life and history before leaving town.
Okay, so Carter G. Woodson was a brother that was just fascinated on, us as Black people and the things that we, going through to create things. That's what he, what he was about. That was his passion. All right, he was passion driven. Go ahead.
On September 9th, Woodson met at the Wabash YMCA with A.L. Jackson and 3 others and formed an association from the study of Negro life and history.
All right, go ahead.
He hoped that the others would popularize the findings that he had and other Black intelligence
intellectuals
will publish in the Journey of Negro History, which established in 1916. As early as 1920, Woodson urged Black civil organizations to promote the achievements that researchers were uncovering.
All right, so he wanted to shine a light basically on, what was researched of the inventors that were Black.
Right.
Go ahead.
A graduate member of
Omega Psi Phi,
he urged his fraternity brothers to take up the work. In 1924, they responded with the creation of Negro History and Literature Week.
They responded with what? The creation of
Negro History and Literature Week.
The creation of Negro History and Literature Week was the beginning stages of Black History Month. Started with Carter G. Woodson. He went and got some fraternity brothers, and in that group Omega Psi Phi. And then they went to go on to make, it started off being a week. Okay? And it was called what was it called again? Negro Achievement Week. Negro History and Literature Week. All right, that's how it all started and began. Okay. Go ahead.
Which they renamed Negro Achievement Week. Their outreach was significant, but Woodson desired greater impact. as he told an audience of Hampton Institute students, we are going back to that beautiful history, and it's going to inspire us to greater achievements.
Mm-hmm.
In 1925, he decided that the association had to shoulder the responsibility. Going forward, it would both create a popularized knowledge about Black past.
Mm-hmm.
He sent out a press release announcing Negro History Week in February 1926.
So February 1926, he launched Negro History Week. Okay, brothers had good intention on them to really try to inspire Black people. This was inspirational for Black people, but again, you know what I'm saying, to keep it in a realistic stage, when the Lord ain't with you, you know what I'm saying, anything, this could go down the drain quickly. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing something as a race as a whole, and you don't include the Lord, you can't expect that this thing is going to be successful for Black people. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? When you don't allow the Lord to be within it. You can continue.
Wilson chose February for a reason of tradition and reform. It is common encompass the birthdays of two great Americans who played its role in shaping Black history, namely Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, whose birthdays are in the 12th and the 14th respectively. More importantly, he chose them for reasons of tradition.
Okay, so the two people he chose to choose, Frederick Douglass, Abraham Lincoln. Okay, Abraham Lincoln is how you know that the brother, you know what I mean, ain't had the spirit of the Lord with him. Abraham Lincoln, first off, this is why he put it in February, because it was Abraham Lincoln's birthday. Abraham Lincoln, he ain't like Black people. All right? It's where, you know what I mean? That's why I say the brother, you feel me? When you ain't got the Lord with you, man, you do something like this. Abraham Lincoln he wasn't an advocate for Black people. You know what I'm saying? The only reason that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves was to save the Union for white people. That's literally the only reason he freed the slaves. And he said if he could have did it and kept the slaves, he would have did that. You understand? We're going to get the book Isaiah 30:1. This is show and proof. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, just to piggyback on what you're saying, Frederick Douglass was not even Black.
Not even a Black man. Frederick Douglass had a white father.
Right.
These are two Edomites. You understand? Oppressors. That he chose to say, hey, you know what? We're going to put it in the name of these people. Like they were the stand up. They were the ones to save Black people.
Right.
Nah. That's how this scripture right here is going to solidify what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Isaiah, what again, sir?
This is the book Isaiah 30:1.
Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children.
You hear what the Lord say? The Lord said, woe unto the rebellious children, man. What do woe mean? Go ahead.
Destruction.
Woe means destruction is coming. You understand? That's what that term woe is. W-O-E. Woe in the Bible means destruction. And it says destruction to the rebellious children. Who was God's children? The Israelites. Right. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Read.
Said the Lord, that take counsel.
That do what?
that take counsel.
When you take counsel among yourself and you don't add and include the Lord with you, you understand? That's what Carter G. Wilson did when he decided to, hey, you know what? Let's have a Negro History Week. Let's have something for black people for once. You know what I mean? When you don't add the Lord in that, you don't be of his counsel, it's going to go left. Not now, you dedicating this holiday, you understand, and starting it, the reason because of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. 2 white people. You understand? You already got on 2 left shoes with this, man.
Right.
Read.
And that covered with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Covered with a covering, but not of my spirit, man. In these times, you had black people. The vast majority of black people were Christians. They learned in a Christian church, and they was learning Christianity. We already know in here, Christianity, according to the Bible, is garbage.
Right.
Because it don't match up with the Bible. The Bible do not support Christianity, and Christians don't understand the Bible at all. You understand? They lie so much on the Bible. They do so much wrong, and then try to justify their wrong with the Bible. That's what a Christian will do. You understand? Because of Christianity, man, it done got our folks all messed up in the head, all messed up in the brain, man. That's why they listen to, you know what I'm saying? That's why they think people like Martin Luther King was prominent. You know what I'm saying? If you really was following and listening to the Bible, man, the Bible tells you about Martin Luther King. They tell you the truth about Martin Luther King. We're going to get into that too. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you the real true history, what you really need to know, according to the Lord, said the Most High. All right, go ahead.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
And guess what? If you don't cover with the Lord's spirit, man, whose spirit are you covering? Whose spirit are you covered with? If it's not the spirit of the Lord and it ain't his spirit, what other spirit are you covered with? You covered with Satan. You covered with the spirit of Satan, not.
Right.
That's the spirit you covered with. If the Lord not with you, who else is with you? Satan. Satan got you, man. You understand? Go ahead.
But not of my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
That they may add sin to sin.
That they may add sin to sin. That's how you know you covered with Satan, because you add in sin to sin. Okay, you got Black History Month, but somehow you got President's Day in there. Somehow you celebrating Valentine's Day. Somehow it's another holiday that's gonna come up in Valentine's Day, man. Right. I mean, in Black History Month, man, you celebrating about 3, 4, 5 different holidays in this month, man. They ain't got nothing to do with the Lord. Ain't got nothing to do with his spirit. You adding sin on to sin. You understand? You adding sin on to sin when you go and you celebrate Valentine's Day, and then on top of that, you go and get the roses in there, and then you putting joints in the roses, and then you go smoke the joint with the girl. Are you adding sin on to sin? Right. And then you go take her to a gumbo factory that's serving you all the pork, shrimp, and lobster. You gonna add so much sin to sin, it ain't even funny. Niggas out there, man, trying to find the most luxurious restaurant to go get his woman some oysters. You know what I'm saying? Shrimp.
Right.
You trying to find the best catfish to get his sister. Go ahead, brother.
Man, that brother was so confused. He said he thought that, like, well, George Washington freed some of the slaves. Well, at least had a good intent to. And he got another white man that was like, well, he is like us.
Oh, yeah, you talking about Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Yeah, this brother, you know what I'm saying? He ain't know no better.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Right.
He ain't know no better, and that's heavy. Go ahead and pull Hosea 4 and 6. I'm going to show you why he ain't know no better. And then this shows you why it's important, man, to really understand and study and learn your history. It's really important for you to do that as a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, to know your knowledge, man, according to the Bible. Go ahead and read.
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
It says what?
My people are
the Lord say his people.
My people.
His people.
My people.
That's what the Lord said. Who is the Lord's people? He said, my people. Those are the Israelites. Okay, he said that Israelites are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They destroyed. This is something that can destroy you as a black man.
Right.
You don't know nothing. You stupid. And then you walking around like you know everything when you dumb as hell, man. And you don't want to humble yourself and actually just open your mind up. You so closed off in your mind. You opened up to the wrong knowledge. Now you think you know something, you're a fool. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
He also got together with his frat brothers.
Yeah.
Which definitely didn't know nothing.
Yeah, you celebrating Greek mythology, man. You celebrating all type of guys in that.
Right.
You really literally trying to be like the white man, the Greeks. You know what I'm saying? You Hellenized. You know what I mean? That's a fact. And the Lord say that you destroyed because of that. If you don't know your knowledge, if you don't know nothing about the Bible and you not spiritually knowing this and learning the truth according to the Bible, you gonna get destroyed. That's a fact.
Right.
All right. Keep reading.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Read.
Because thou has rejected knowledge.
The moment we go out there and we try to give you this knowledge about the Most High and about Christ, you know what I'm saying? All of this. The moment you try to reject this knowledge, the moment you reject this knowledge, read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
The Lord is going to reject you. You understand? When you see us, when you see the Isupk, and you see our banner up, and we going out there and we teaching our people, or we going out there and we getting interviews, and we doing things for our communities, right? And we giving you this knowledge, this free knowledge that the Lord put us out here to do, man, you better listen. You better hearken on to what we saying, man. You better go ahead and listen, because we warning our people. We telling them to come into this truth, man. And if you don't listen, man, the Lord is not going, he going to reject you. You don't listen to the Lord's prophets, he is going to reject you. Understand and know that, man. That is a fact. All right, go ahead.
I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
You ain't going to be able to be a priest unto the Lord, man. That's the most beautifulest thing you ever could be as a man. As a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, is be a priest of the Most High. That is a wonderful thing to do. And guess what? If you reject the prophets on this earth, the Lord say you ain't gonna be no priest unto him. It ain't nothing you gonna be able to say about God. Nothing. You ain't gonna be able to speak on this Bible, man, and be credible. All right, go ahead.
Be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
And once you forget those principles, the laws of the Lord, man, and you don't want to hearken unto the laws of the God, the Lord gonna forget your children, man. Your children, man, not even gonna be accepted by the Lord because you rejected the Lord. You understand? So you want to be mindful of that. All right, you want to take in this knowledge. This ain't knowledge, man, that you can just find on anything. The Lord, man, said that all Israel gonna hear this. You understand? This knowledge getting pushed out throughout all the earth. All right? So you got to always understand that. And understand, man, when you don't put the Most High in this, it's not going to work for you. No matter how hard you try. Go ahead, brother.
So can you just like emphasize the knowledge Because I think some people don't understand the knowledge of what we be bringing out to the people.
That's a good question, man. That's a good question, brother. The knowledge that we bring out that you have to pay attention to is the truth of the fact of who we are. This Bible is talking about Black Hispanics and Native Indians.
That's right.
This Bible, man, is the key for us to really come together. This Bible right here is going to build us strong. This Bible right here is going to get us on a whole nother level where we following the law, statutes, and commandments, and we building and we bringing brothers in, and we teaching this truth, and we pushing it out heavy, that Christ going to come and crack that sky, man. And we're going to have an everlasting kingdom that's going to never end. That's the knowledge that you got to have. That's what we teaching. And we teaching the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? We teach righteousness. We teach you how to have that power and that success. All right? That was a real good question too, man. It's a definitely real good question. But again, man, Black History Month, you really want real Black history, you need to go ahead and tell everybody that Jesus Christ was a black man. You need to go ahead and acknowledge that and really, really do some real big changes on this earth. You understand? All right, that's some real Black history for you right there. And that all of the prophets in the Bible are black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. That's real true knowledge of the that's real true Black history. And Black history shouldn't just be in a month. This is real history that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians keep for the rest of their life. It's something we don't never supposed to sleep on. Now, anything like that. And I'm going to give you the proof of that right now. Go to 1 Maccabees 3:48.
First Maccabees 3:38.
48.
Oh, 48. First Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the book of the law.
They did what?
And laid open the book of the law.
When you laid open the book of the law, what is this talking about specifically? If anybody watching out there, right? Scripture saying to lay open the book of the law, what is that specifically talking about? You can answer if you got the answer, Barack, yeah, too. If you know what that means. If you want to take a crack at it, you can as well.
I'm going to take a crack at it.
All right, go ahead.
Lay open. It's talking about the Bible?
There you go, Most High in Christ. It's exactly what it's talking about. It's talking about the Bible, the scroll, man. That's the book of the law, the Bible. And it said it laid open the book of the law, read.
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness.
The who?
Heathen had sought to paint the likeness.
Said the heathens had sought to do this. Meaning what? Heathens ain't Israelites.
Right.
Heathens are people from different nations, specific nation. Man, it's gonna be so specific, you don't know who I'm talking about by the end of this verse. It said that the heathens sought to paint what?
Likeness of their images.
So he laid open the book of the law. He laid open the Bible. And he seen the people that it's talking about. And he sought to paint the likeness of their images. Who did that? Who responsible for that? Who goes into the Bible and say, you know what? Instead of Christ being black, how about I say that my people is the Israelites? How about I do that? Who did that? Who painted Christ and the 12 disciples, the 12 apostles, to be white people? Who did that in the earth? There's only one specific person that did that. The reason why we have white Jesuses today is because that specific person, this heathen that is talking about in the Bible, sought to paint the images of the prophets. They did that. They're the ones responsible for it. The Chinese didn't do it. Africans didn't do it. The Arabs didn't do that. You see an Arab Jesus anywhere? Never seen an Arab picture of a Jesus. Never. But you know what I have seen? I have seen a white Jesus. Now that I have seen. I have seen in movies that Moses was white.
Right.
And the Egyptians were white. I seen that. You understand? But I ain't seen no Arabs do that. I ain't seen no Chinese people do that. But big, on a big public and national scale, the oppressor did that. Because they have a white Jesus, a big old statue like this. It has a white man. So it tells you who done this. It tells you in the scriptures who's a part of that. You get what I'm saying? That should be black history. That guess what? Your oppressor tried to steal your history. You understand? He tried to steal your history and say, you know what? I'm Jesus. I'm gonna be like the Most High. You understand? You two Wab, that always go off, brother. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Sorry if I can piggyback on that, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Man, if blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans knew if Christ was black and seen that image, they wouldn't be depressed. They would feel more confident about themselves.
Exactly.
They would love their brothers and sisters.
Damn right, brother.
You know, they would want to look into their history of who was Moses and who was Matthew and all the other disciples and the other tribes and what they did,
right?
And the wars and all that, sir.
Exactly. That it would be a big, tremendous change. It wouldn't be a secret. You get what I'm saying? We wouldn't have to war about this. We have to get in arguments and debates and big discussions if black people knew this real, true black history right here. You understand? It wouldn't even be nothing to talk. We wouldn't have nothing to talk about right now. You understand? Black people would know their history. They would be more so on accord. But since the oppressor erased that, he erased your history. He secluded you all the way down to nothing. And he said that you were Africans. We got a big fight. You see the fight of what we got to do now. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead and go to Isaiah 14 and 14. And Isaiah 14 and 14 going to show you. You know what I mean? It's going to put you in further proof of how the oppressor try to play you, man.
Isaiah 14:14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
I will do what?
I will be like the Most High.
That's what the oppressor said right there. He said he gonna be like the Most High. Meaning, how was he like the Most High? How did he try to be like the Most High? Go ahead.
By changing his laws, by changing his image.
Changing his laws, changing his image, bombing any and everybody he want to.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? Had the freedom to do any type of sort of manner of evil. You know what I mean? And don't even put the evil out there in the fronts. You know what I mean? It's backdoor shit that the oppressor is responsible for. Like, think about all the missing kids that come up and don't ever get talked about. You know that's an industry? That is an industry, man. Those kids, man, are rape and sex victims right now. Sex play toys right now. And a lot of them get killed, and guess what? They get their organs sold. That's a real life industry, man. You understand? So what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna get deeper into Black history. We're gonna bring some more stuff out. We're gonna pick this up next week. We're gonna go ahead and close out the class. My precinct officer, Barack, y'all come and read the security announcements. All right. Shalom, Israel.
ISUBK security announcements. We are the ISUBK, started out with 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need a transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After the 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 months period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Taj, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3 and 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, Aishua. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free willing offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, Feast of Purim, this Thursday, and we'll end this Friday. So please come, please come. Reminder, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves. I will make a courtesy salute to the teacher, man of Israel, Amajum, Al-Shabbat, Amajum, Barak, Yahba Shim Yahshua Barakatah. Yahba Shim Yahshua Barakatah. Yajmatah, dismissed.